Hi, I am Shane and I'm here to do my persuasive speech reflection vlog. Uh, what was the purpose of this speech? The purpose of this speech was to persuade my audience about why college athletes should be paid. There's a pretty popular topic if you follow sports, any kind of sports really, that some schools have been locked out at least lately because they think they deserve to be paid. So the purpose of my speech was to persuade my audience about that. How do you feel going into the speech presentation? I felt pretty nervous because when you go and look at those guidelines and you see that your speech has to be 6 minutes long, that's pretty intimidating. I don't know about you, but it was pretty intimidating for me. I personally didn't think I was going to get it the full 6 minutes, but luckily I was able to make it the full 6 minutes. How did you work to make your speaker ethos? How did you make sure your speaker ethos was high? I tried to cite my sources. It obviously did not go well if you watched my speech. I did a very bad job of citing my sources, so next time I'll have to make sure I cite my sources better so my speaker ethos is higher. Was your technology adequately prepared in terms of audio control, clarity of the video image, and satisfactory recording device charged and ready to go? What could be done differently or better? I think my technology was adequately prepared. Something that I could have done better was the lighting. This kind of like this little light bulb was kind of blocking out my face at times, so I'll have to, going into my ceremonial speech, I'll have to look at that a lot better and see if I have to change my lighting or not. In terms of structure and organization, what element felt natural to you, what felt odd? The natural element to me was the transitions. My last speech, my transitions were terrible, and I didn't think they were good at all. But for the persuasive speech, I thought my transitions were a lot better, and those are what felt natural. And the thing that was bad was my intro strategy. I didn't really have an intro strategy going in. I just kind of started throwing out statistics, and I probably should have previewed and reviewed my main points better. How did you consider your audience when developing your speech? How did your audience respond to your speech? My audience thought I did a very good job with my speech, but I don't completely agree with that. I didn't think I did anything to my full potential, but they reacted to it very well. What do you feel was your strongest persuasive argument? The strongest persuasive argument I thought I made was the NCAA makes too much money to not pay their athletes because they're making billions and leaving a lot on the table. Do you feel like you had the advantage of solid logos in your presentation? I thought I did because I was very logical and all the points that I made were valid points. What did you do in your speech that worked? What didn't work? What areas can you target for improvement? That's kind of like the element one. The parts that worked were my transitions. I thought I had very good transitions. The part that did not work was my intro strategy. I kind of rambled off on that, and I didn't do very well. And so that could be my target for improvement on my next speech. Connect your learned experience to your class readings and concepts. My experience in my class readings could be page 93. It's having high speaker ethos. I think I did it, as I said before, I've done a very bad job with my speaker ethos, and I think I can get that a lot higher. So I have to refer back to that page every time I do a speech so I can cite my sources better and higher my speaker ethos. That was my persuasive reflection vlog. Thank you.